Alright, morning fam. Got myself some coffee here. Starbucks, venti caramel macchiato. Didn't have any Philz coffee around here, so gotta go back old school. And away we go. Yep, heading to VF.
Just arrived at the He's like, oh, hey.
There's the man right here, Gary. If you need anything VF.
Yeah, nice. Good hardware out here this morning.
Please don't talk about supercharger, bro.
That's the conversation for the morning?
Yeah.
Nice bright red blower sitting in there. That's one of the cool things is the blower, you can see it. The turbo stuff gets all hidden behind the bumper. And it's pretty cool.
So could you tell us what is the Hex Tune and the difference against your competitors?
Yes, Hex Tuning is our house-branded software, which we have marketed over the last couple of years. The software we have for the R8s and the V10s is all OBD2 port flashable. That means the user can program the software in themselves through the OBD2 port under the dashboard using their laptop and a file that we email them. So you can flash between stock and tuned. Now, our tuned software has been developed over the years on a range of V10s, starting back in as far as 2010 when we developed our supercharger system for the V10. So our expertise and experience is over a very broad range of tuning aspects, specifically at the track or on the street, in the desert and in arduous conditions. It all starts from base testing on the dyno, on the four-wheel drive dyno, combined with data logging, real-world testing, analyzing all the results, making changes based on feedback from users, and continual development and changes and issuing software revisions so that ultimately the customer gets the latest and the best and the greatest from what we offer.
And how many years have you been doing Hex Tune for the generation, I guess for the R8s?
Yeah, we've been working on the R8 since they literally released, and that's as far as 2008 on the R8 V8, which is the white track car we have here on my right. We started off with supercharging the V8s when they first came out, and then obviously that led to creating software for the forced induction hardware system, which meant that we had ample qualification for making normally aspirated software. The V10s came out closer to 2009. We supercharged a brand new car which was given to us from Audi through Stasis, and that was on display at the SEMA show in 2010 on Audi's booth. So that had our supercharger system. which was calibrated with our own engine management software, which we now call Hex Tuning software. And you can buy that on its own for your normally aspirated R8, Generation 1 or Generation 2.
For the Generation 1 and the Generation 2 R8 tune, are they the same process?
No, the ECUs were changed by Audi, and they use a different version of Bosch ECU. The Generation 1s use MED 9.1, and then the Generation 2s use MED 17, which is a completely different firmware and ECU structure. So they use different programming protocols, and the files and the software structures are very different.
So basically what I'm hearing is you could just go online or go to one of your partners for this Generation 2 and order them, and they could install it themselves.
Absolutely. You can mail order the software for your Generation 1 or 2 ECU tuning performance upgrade from us or from any one of our dealers, and they'll simply ship you our programming cable, which you plug into your laptop through its USB port to the car's OBD2 port, which is under the dashboard, and then you read out the software, email it to us, and we email you your calibration, your high performance file, directly to you, and then you can program that in. And whenever you want to, you can switch back to the original readout, which is your stock software, at your own will. And it makes it very easy, and you're in complete control. You don't have to drive to anybody to get it installed.
And for our Gallardo and for our Horkin friends, do you have any Hexton available for those cars?
Absolutely. The Generation 1 R8 is the brother or sister to the Gallardo, which is virtually a technically identical car in most terms. The ECUs, the software structure, the mapping is very similar. Of course, the calibration is different because of the way Lamborghini have set up the Gallardo, but technically and mechanically and hardware-wise, software-wise, both are products that we have and available. Great amount of experience with. The same thing applies to Generation 2 R8s, which are related to the Huracan. So the R8 Gen 2 and the Huracan use the same MED 17 ECUs, very similar programming, and then of course bespoke tuning from us or off-the-shelf tuning from us is available by mail order as well.
Okay, so for the Generation 1 R8s and the Generation 1, for the Gallardos, the Hexton, how much power does it produce?
On the Generation 1 R8, the factory have set the car up a little less than they have for the Gallardo, probably for marketing reasons or their own internal reasons, but the engines are the same. There are some very minor differences. The R8 typically goes up from 525 horsepower to approximately 550 horsepower at the flywheel. It depends on the fuel and the ambient temperatures, and of course the type of dyno you use to measure the power. On the Gallardo, we also see a typical increase from approximately 550 horsepower to about 570 horsepower at the flywheel.
Okay, so let's say, Hexton is not enough, and you want to go bigger, you want more power. What are my options?
Sure. A lot of consumers, a lot of enthusiasts are looking for that little bit more, and for those guys, we offer the supercharger system, and that really wakes the car up. three dyno pulls. The red pulls represented by the more horizontal curve, which is torque, and the horsepower, which is the red diagonal line representing horsepower. So we can see here approximately peak torque was 334 pounds per foot at all four wheels. With our production tune, that was increased to 367 pounds of torque. And then with some additional refinements specific to this car, the custom tune brought the power up to 373 pounds of torque. For horsepower, the vehicle came in with the stock 427 horsepower at all four wheels. And then with the production tune, peak horsepower was moved up the RPM band somewhat and was raised to 486 horsepower. With a little more refinement, we got that up a further 4 or 5 more horsepower up to 491. But at this time the peak is up here, which is 493 at all four wheels on 91 octane.
All right, the car's ready. With Mr. Gary out here. We'll take this in a roll, see how I react. This is gonna be the first time I'm gonna ride it, so come join us.